absolutely on a string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Mathurin with a steal. Pass to Turner. Nesmith on the wing. And here's Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Now here's Hartenstein. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That'll be a second foul of the game. Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in.
Pacers substitution. Number 9.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we could do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Siakam gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Siakam is the total offensive package. A big man with post moves and a reliable jumper.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Siakam for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Siakam, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Now Hartenstein. Turner covers. And there's the 3-second violation.
Indiana ball.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Siakam. Takes a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
Lets it fly. Siakam missing again.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam outside. And Indiana misses again.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot is off. Pacers trail by 6. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Lays it up and banks it in.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Caruso in for Dort. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Neesmith.
Down. And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Siakam looking it over. Off target from outside. The Thunder have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Here's Caruso. Outside. Williams. Caruso outside. 5 on the clock. From about 19. That one a little long. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You got to be a good team to reach that feat. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Siakam's got 10 points.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Here's Williams. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the line. On the break. From deep three-point range. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
They've got Alex Caruso. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Aaron Wiggins, and it's Williams in at the 5. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the 2nd. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
You watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Thunder.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Oh, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Love it when Obi gets a few steps. He can really get up there.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Oh, forcing the issue. Halliburton in attack mode.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Pass to Toppin. From deep three-point land. Jang pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Pass to Mathurin. Over Caruso. And it's Mathurin missing. The Thunder have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins, and Williams is subbed in for Wallace. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for Shepard. Pacers trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Williams against Siakam. Williams in the post. Excellent D there from Siakam. For Indiana, they've gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Neesmith on the wing. Shoots over Holmgren. Not enough on that one as it misses. Thunder leading by 6. Caruso right side. Three-pointer. Siakam pulls down the board. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Williams misses. Pacers trail by 6. And here's Turner. No points yet to win the drought. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Outside Neesmith. And a miss. There on the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Holmgren off the bounce. And he converts the layup. Holmgren's got 6.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. He'll make you pay if you're too aggressive.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Holmgren against Siakam. From outside the arc, Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams from long range. Pass to Wallace. Williams on the wing. Tries again. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Pacers trail by 8. Nembhard outside. Siakam for 3. And Indiana misses again.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
To stop the drought. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. The 3 from Holmgren. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build it. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
They're measuring up the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA...
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Pass to Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pacers trail by 9. Halliburton for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. For 3. And Indiana misses again.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Down low. Misses from close range. For Indiana, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And here's Siakam for 3. Hits the trifecta. Siakam's got 13.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Turner with the block. Neesmith on the wing. Williams defending. Thunder leading by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Nembhard. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside. But fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
A deep 3. And Indiana misses again. Dort, the pass to Williams. Back to Dort. Halliburton with the steal. Right side, Neesmith with the drive. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Spins. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Fades and shoots. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. SGA doing his thing in close.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Pacers also with a sub. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Neesmith. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game. Indiana with a rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest. There's a minute 59 left to play in the third quarter here. Nembhard outside from behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 11. Pass to Dort. Ball stolen. Nembhard with it, and it's Dort picking him up. And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. All try to look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers.
Yeah, I got it, buddy. They want to take it from me, but I'm right around with it, run it over. Born with 4G out on me. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Mean cash changer, hold the mean. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot of time. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around us, call me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I roll it on me, that's the presidential. Don't need number, come with it. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around us, call me back for business. No bad, that was not an issue. A lot of cash help me clear my mess. Raymond Rich trying to whip a belly. I got a recipe, it's confidential. The eavesdropping on me, trying to clone. Seen him pulling up, he in alone. Rich roller with the stone. I mail him to you, send him for the distance. And there was at a stone. Medusa had him having on the throne. Stick with me and the drop six. Pop him like I'm Al Capone. Million cash changer, hold him in. Come a lot cheap, we're not equal. I told you, ride around with a 100 on. On with 4G out on. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Mean cash changer, hold him in. Take, don't mislead her. I can get it a lot of time. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around us, call me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I roll it on me, that's the presidential. Don't need number, come with it. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around us, call me back for business.
It's almost time for action here in Oklahoma City. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Shepard. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the Golden State Warriors start. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Curry fires from way outside. Another miss by Curry. We're about 1 minute into the first. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry looking it over. This one for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. with some arc. It's deflected. Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Williams finds Hartenstein, and it's in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. A three ball, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Warriors trail by 3. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how. Good of a defender he is.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Curry with him. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 3. To the inside. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Fields checked in. And Butler launches from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Thunder have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
And it's Butler with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A floater. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Second shot opportunity. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Warriors trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now, here's Holmgren. No good from outside. Butler on the wing. Over Williams. Doesn't go either for Butler. The Thunder leading by 5. Outside Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Outside Butler. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Butler's got 5.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Wallace finds Williams. Warriors with the rebound. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Three-pointer, Butler. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Williams. Out to the right wing. Here's Hartenstein. The Thunder with another miss.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him all.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Sweet move. On the clock. The shot from the low post is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Thunder. Outside Kerr. Off target from three-point range.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that on their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. Green is checked in for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Warriors trail by 7. Over in the corner, Green. Out to Payton. Back to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Curry from deep three-point land. Wiggins with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Green. They get it back. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. It's stolen by Heel. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Green. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. It's good. Holmgren's got 6.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Curry way outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the Warriors. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy,
but you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, they need to find some sort of momentum.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Curry with the three. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander from outside the arc. Pass to Holmgren. A second chance effort, and that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. So it's the Warriors now. In the second quarter, held scoreless. To stop the run. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Hartenstein passes to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Curry fires from way outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Green with the block.
This is the high impact D we expect from Green. An intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
Another miss by Curry.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got 8.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by the Thunder.
Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Curry kicks to Butler. Launches it. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Can't get it to fall. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Oklahoma City out in front, ending the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-3 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to Dick. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Warriors trail by 19. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the
but he can be effective down low.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. The three.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. And here we go. It's Butler. Drills it from outside. Butler's got 11.
That time, Curry getting it done on the defensive end, igniting the break.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Thunder leading by 20. And Brandon Krzyzewski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here now the Thunder. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Spins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Converts after the nice spin. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Holmgren with the steal. Fires the three. Outside, Dort. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. Wants to get it to Butler and does.
And continuing to add to his offense over time. Butler.
Everything been okay. They salute me so much every time I show up. Her about face. Everything no cut. Y'all up. I'm really gonna trip out, babe. Know the 87 guts while you waiting on us. Tell them I was on PCH. You with that's thinking they cuter than you. Oh, say you on your cycle, but he on this too. Oh, the table's been turning so much I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them was taking them for some wacko. Oh, walk, talk like Kenny, like Boss, like Solana. I promise, more buzz. There's a waltz, there's a crater, or a spaceship. Get lost, no favors. I wager whatever you worth. I bought something about a conservative rip.
Now introducing this artist for your Oklahoma City Thunder. Shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5, in the middle, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Let's check out Minnesota. Starting lineup. Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Randle can't hit. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Hartenstein. Deflects the pass. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Deflected. And we're about a minute into the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against Randle. And Hartenstein slams it in.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Dort against Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. For 3, Randle. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Edwards finds Randall. Gobert with it. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Dort. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Shoots from the baseline. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the long J.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now Randall. Off the mark there with a 3. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Hardenstein passes to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And the technical free throw is good.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 8. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. Inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
2 minutes remaining.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Randall outside. From deep. A shot, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. 8-point game. Pass to McDaniels. Randall deciding where to go with it. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Conley passes to Randall. Here's Gobert. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Oh, got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. Here's McDaniels. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Here's Williams. 34 seconds left in the opening quarter. Wallace outside. To the wing, right side. Banked it in off the glass.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in home green.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Wallace, right side. Here's Hartenstein. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder up by a healthy 8. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And here's Minnesota now. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves substitution, number 8, Josh Minot.
Wiggins with a steal. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Reed. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Edwards, that's good.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garza is checked in. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Edwards for 3. The rebound by Wiggins. Thunder leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Oh, and Reed with a block. They recover it. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Covered by Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. Caruso. The shot off that time. Nice D from Reed. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Thunder leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Out to DiVincenzo. Got a piece of it. The Thunder have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Caruso against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Reed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Caruso, and it's Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for DiVincenzo. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
2 minutes.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Randle outside. The 3 ball. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. McDaniels against Dort. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Naz Reid. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Oklahoma City, Williams, taking 2.
He hits the second from the line. Minute 32 left to play in the first half. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Dort for 3. Offensive board. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Williams. Here's Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Now Gobert. He's covered by Holmgren for 3. Conley. Here's Gobert. Inside. Gobert puts it in.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Caruso, he's checked in for Wallace. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall against Holmgren. Randall can't hit.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for Minnesota. And he's at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's McDaniels. Out to the wing. Randle left side. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow. Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Fires the 3. Edwards, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Hartenstein with a screen on Conley. To the inside. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Out in left period. That's right, everyone. In terms of 163.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to McDaniels. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get the rebound. Another shot, driving in. Ooh, an aggressive slash from SGA.
And Gilgeous-Alexander is so assertive on the drive, confident at finishing through contact.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. And Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 15. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Now here's Edwards. Tries the spin move.
Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
No good on that one. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And he sinks the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
Here are the Thunder with the ball. They're on a 10-1 run. On the wing, Caruso takes the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Throws it up high. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Timberwolves trail by 20. Out to DiVincenzo. Back to Alexander Walker. No good on the triple.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them.
I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the lose, and I go hard as I can go to win. I go hard as I can go to win. I go hard as I can go to win.
This is not a lie drill. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me, acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull up with a Mickey Mouse, this ain't Disney. Still identity, put a can you like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scottie Pippen. Like it beef with from every bad in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimme. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo put a killie. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something? Pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on. Catching slip. I keep my so I won't go to alone. Not no fire drill. I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. I ain't never hate before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me. Got the trenches banging on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite. You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it where their man played the chorus. Put him in a UIP. Unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes. Tigers and some horses. Barber, they say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem. Drive business while we serving. Better we get on him. He won't make it. Down, keep going. On some was popping currents. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega purse and feet look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know he ain't fine nothing. Boy, stop asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxwell. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drop the form with my knee cut. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum. No way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin the Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do sit up. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
know it's love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a posse. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Oklahoma City, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Caruso and Williams. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the 1. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah. love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Now, here is Irving. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And they're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
Dinwiddie checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Holmgren. He gets it in there.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he sinks the second. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Gafford. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis kicks to Thompson. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Gafford misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Williams with a clean look. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Holmgren can't hit. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Thompson outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Taken away by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. The Mavericks trailing. Now, Dinwiddie. Washington with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Washington. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. 5 to shoot. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's up a 3. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Davis kicks to Washington. Back to Davis. And Holmgren pulls it down. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Great D that time from Davis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie subbed in for Thompson. Williams, he's checked in for Dallas. Wallace against Williams. Wallace kicks to Wiggins. From deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Now here's Williams. Outside, Davis for the three. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Williams against Wallace. Williams passes to Lively. And that one drops for him.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Williams inside. And Davis sends it back. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. And we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie. Edwards is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Mavericks making the shot. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Here's Christie. Off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 3. Tries the spin move. That's tipped. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cason Wallace. Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Holmgren wide open. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Over in the corner, Marshall. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Here's Hartenstein, and he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Irving double team. Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Hartenstein. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. The kick out to Williams. And here's Marshall from the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Hartenstein's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Over in the corner, Marshall. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Williams. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. Outside Irving. And then Washington with the dunk.
Nice timing on the alley-oop. I like when Washington teammates lob it his way. He knows what to do with it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Davis sends it back. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Cason Wallace. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Dallas also making a switch. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. On the wing, Williams. Wallace outside. Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Wallace finds Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, Davis. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. Now, here's Holmgren. The shot, no good. Dinwiddie dishes to Davis. Dinwiddie wide open. That one wide left.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Thompson.
Wow, he got whacked on that. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardy's checked in. Thompson for the triple. Rebound by Wallace.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And they take the lead. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here's Holmgren. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Gafford. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Williams is checked in for Hardy.
Number 10, Brandon Williams.
Gafford with the steal. Floats it up for Davis. Williams with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Left side Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren in the corner. Williams for 3. Hands it from downtown. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Thunder leading by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Mavericks ball.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather. And